Hey everybody, this is Doug with Artfully Rogue and welcome back. Now I'm going to jump right back into this video, but before I do, I want to encourage you to stick around to the end of this video because we were trying to move the tiny house to a new location and it kind of ran away and went straight for my brand new workshop. You got to see the video. Before I started covering the roof with the corrugated panels, I had an afterthought. I wanted to add an additional 12 inches to each side of the roof. My thought was to add some additional overhang so the sides aesthetically matched the front and the back of the roof. Attaching the additional overhang was a bit awkward, but adding the wooden tabs allowed me to rest the overhang on the existing roof while I screwed it into place. With the new overhang secured, it was time to add the corrugated panels. I'm using screws specifically for attaching corrugated roofing. The screws have a rubber washer that seals the hole when the screw is down in the panel. Once the roof was complete, I started attaching the decorative wall siding. I'm actually using a wainscoting panel that was sealed with Thompson's water sealer. All right, so like most of my videos, I get carried away and I sometimes forget to film the entire process. But where we are right now, all of the siding is on. I'm starting to do all the trim, the fascia, the windows are getting framed. Everything on the outside for the most part is complete. We'll be doing a new porch type stair here. We are starting to work on the inside now, getting everything drywalled, everything closed up, getting the power panel. We're going to be able to plug in on the outside to a regular RV plug, but everything is insulated on the walls and in the ceiling. Just adding more insulation here. Once the drywall is finished, then I'll get the mud and the tape and all that done, and then we're going to paint, and then we add in the floor, the electrical outlets, and I've got a spot here for a ceiling fan. Everything's coming together. Okay, I can't remember where I left off last. I've got so many other projects going on, but we got the interior painted. I don't know if you can see, I've got my outlets installed. Got the breaker panel, got all my windows. I'm just about to start doing the flooring. So we've got the foam insulation down, and we're just going to do a snap together laminate flooring, and once I get that area done, I'll be able to move the door into place and get that door hung. So let's get the floor in. All right, we're about halfway done. So far this has taken me about, I don't know, 30 minutes or so.
For the flooring, I'm using an inexpensive laminate. The more expensive flooring typically includes a tool that helps to set the panels in place. In my case, because I bought the cheaper one, I'm using a block of wood to set the panels so I don't damage the edges. Here, I'm building a basic bed frame that will eventually have small doors to hide the storage area under the bed. I only have a few more days before I leave for Spain, so I'll have to work on some of the details when I return.
Well, I'm getting to the last bits here on the tiny house, and I'm sure the audio is it sounds like I'm in a cave. I just made the bed frame. I'm doing the trim on the door. I need to caulk all of the trim, and then I can put the cabinet in, and then it's up to the decorator, see what she wants to do.
So as I speak right now, and I'm putting up that last piece here in the video, I am actually in Spain. And so as expected, I ran out of time to finish this video before I left and to get some of the things finished. But I did have my daughter send a video of the tiny house after we've had it moved. And she's been able to kind of add her own personal touches to the room. There's still a lot of work that needs to be done, but as you can see, we got the ceiling fan in, she's got her bed in place, started to add some of her personal touches with the shelves over the windows, her suggestion, and she installed those, which is a really good job for someone who's not familiar with tools. But she did a really good job in, kind of getting it filled out and making it her little tiny house and her a place to feel comfortable. So there you go, the tiny house.
Okay, as I mentioned in the front of this video, I am actually back in Spain, and as promised, I'm going to show you what happened when we try to move the tiny house truck into its current location. Let me set this up real quick. I was going to move it with my Dodge Ram. My ex-brother-in-law Robin with his truck was going to help me move it, so we're going to put two trucks so that we can help move this big truck. Well, it went over a bump and started to free roll into my brand new shop. In a panic, I threw a reverse. I put my truck into the tiny house. Luckily, it was only the tail light that got damaged. But in hindsight, the span set straps that were holding the truck, you know, between each other, all I had to do was just stay in a location and it would have stopped. But it was an exciting moment. Check it out. So as Robin and I start to pull away, we actually make some progress. The truck makes it over a little hump, and as you can see, it starts to free roll. About that time, I throw it into reverse.
Watch yourself. Oh shit! Good save, Doug!
Hey, as always, thanks for taking the time to watch this video, and I'll see you in the next one.